Howdy, howdy. We're going to take a little trip through some music from the Nutcracker Ballet today. Some really, really famous music that you've probably heard before. I know when I share this song, the Trepak, with my students at school at Manor Hill, I usually get, hey, that's in Home Alone. Yeah, I know. The song is super, super famous. So when you hear it, I won't be surprised if you recognize it. Won't be surprised at all. So if you're familiar with the Nutcracker Ballet, this is in the second act when Clara and the Nutcracker Prince are in the Land of Sweets, and people are coming from all over the world to perform for them, and the Trepak are the Russian dancers. Now, part of your exit ticket today, it's optional, but you might be interested in watching the actual dance of the Trepak done by professional ballet dancers on stage. This one is especially famous because the people who do it, it's usually all men, and they usually can do some really high, impressive jumps. So check that out when you get to the end of our lesson today. But we're going to add some moves to the Trepak. So first things first, let's take a listen, and let's see if we can figure out the form. Now, the form will be the order of our sections. We're listening for parts of the music that sound the same and parts that sound different. Now, usually our form starts with an introduction, some kind of special beginning, but this one does not. I will give you a hint. It's going to start with section A. So when I push play, you'll hear A, and then we'll take a listen together and see if we can find parts that are same and different. And how about here? We added a tambourine. Still A. Sounds the same. How about here? That sounds totally different to me. So this is no longer A. We'll call this section B. How about here? We have not heard this yet. This sounds like the beginning, doesn't it? So we'll call that section A. And then what's happening here? Oh. Now the ending there, what was that? It kind of sounded like section A, but it was only the second half of section A, and it was getting louder and it was getting faster. That's a da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's kind of like spinning out of control. So it's not really A, so we're not going to call it A. We're going to call it what it is, which is a special ending. So in music, we're going to call that a coda. That is your big fancy Italian word for special ending. So here is the form for the Trepak. A, B, C, A, and coda. So when we learn the moves together, they will match that form. Okay, let's add some moves to the form of the Trepak. So here will be section A. Remember, this one is going to happen 3 times because we heard section A 3 times in the music. Now, Mr. Swinger is too pregnant to jump, but you are welcome to jump. So we'll start with jump, clap, 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 jump, clap, clap, clap. And then we'll do right, left, right, left. Now, if you are doing this song by yourself, you can just do elbows or you can do knees. If you have a friend there with you, maybe a family member or a brother or a sister, or someone else is doing this lesson with you, you can make these partner claps. But I'll be doing it by myself, so I'm going to do elbows. Jump, clap, 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 jump, clap, 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 right and left and right and jump again, jump, clap, 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 jump, right and left. We'll practice it again. Go jump, da da dum bum, da 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 dee dum, ba da dum bum, right and left and right and one more time. Dum ba da dum bum, da dum ba da dum bum, ba da da, right and left. Good. So that's section A. Will happen 3 times, 2 at the beginning and 1 at the end. Section B was da 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 da. So we're gonna start up high and move down low. Snap, snap. Then we marchy thing, marchy, marchy, marchy. Do that again. Snap, snap, marching. And let's go back to A. We jump, dum ba da dum bum, da dum ba da dum bum. Right and left, and let's do B. Snap, marchy thing, marchy, 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 marchy. Then section C was the dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum. First one, you're going to freeze high, however you want to do it. You'll freeze high, jump, 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 freeze low, jump, 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 high and low and high and low and back to A. Dum ba da dum bum ba da da dee dum ba da dum bum ba da. Right and left. Then remember, after the last A, we had a special ending. We had our Italian word for special ending, the coda. And it's just the end of section A, but it's getting louder and faster and crazier and blah. So we're going to hold on to the end of A. Remember, if you're doing this with a partner, it can be partner claps. Da dee da 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 woo. And then you can pose at the end. So let's try it with the music. Jump.